Okay, this is latest 247. Now, this is something that I was actually also curious about when I saw it, which is the fact that this guy, this content creator called Bayu, of course, you would have known him. He's a comedian now. He has a podcast, and the podcast is actually very, very, very interesting because he does this awkward thing about asking people questions that you would want to ask them, but because of out of respect or not to sound disrespectful, you will not ask them. So those are the kind of questions that this guy does. So when anyone comes on his show, he asks them those kind of questions that people supposedly have in their mind, but they can't say it. So he's like a platform whereby you can say anything you want about someone and get away with it. So he did this podcast and he had Yinka Ayefele on it, and there are awkward moments there, but I think Yinka Ayefele already understands how the podcast is, and so I don't think he will take any offense in that. Assuming he didn't know how or don't know what to expect before coming there, then he might be offended. Because even people outside the podcast, people watching, we are even taking offense for him on his behalf with the way Bayu was asking questions. But the one that was important that actually went viral was the fact that you know uh, Bayu was now saying, okay, I heard you have three lovely kids, and I mean, how did that happen? Something of that nature. Like he's surprised that he had kids because Yinka Ayefele, if you don't know, had accident back in the days, and the accident claimed his spinal cord. And because he claimed his spinal cord, he cannot walk. So he has been using wheelchair, different kind of wheelchair. He's now using an electronic wheelchair, but he has been on the wheelchair for a long time. However, he has also been with his wife also for a long time. So now they have triplets, and like, how did that happen? Because we've heard stories, or at least we think so. He has heard stories of people that have spinal cord injuries, people that are, crippled like this that cannot walk due to that accident. They are not able to have kids. So how did you do it? Kind of. No, he didn't say it completely, but he just gave the notion of what he was trying to say. And Yinka was like, okay, what do you mean? Like, I want to see a pregnant woman that he impregnated his wife, and then the wife gave birth and things like that. But also at the point, he also acknowledged that a lot of people also that have that kind of injuries, a lot of times it doesn't just work out. They don't have kids. They are not able to impregnate their wife. But his is a rare case. His is a miracle, and that's it. That's where he stopped. So I was like, okay, it's a miracle, one in a million. Let's check this out. So I decided to actually dig also my own, to make my own research. So let me show you what I saw. So based on what I now saw, which I've posted here, you see that it's actually possible. You hear that those that have spinal cord injuries cannot bear kids. Okay, good and fine, but it might not actually be totally true based on what you have seen. I had other pages I checked, and I saw that document and saw that it's actually possible that even though you have spinal cord injury, you can still have kids. The issue there is that, okay, because you have spinal cord injury, you might not be able to have erection. You can't hold erection because there is, it has to come from because of the connection of the spinal cord that is damaged. However, your testicles, if they are still there, which they should be there, even though you have spinal cord injury, your testicles should still be there. They will still be able to produce sperm. Remember, sperm comes from the testes, and all of that. And then the erection has to now come from your system. So you might not be able to get an erection as someone that has SCI, spinal cord injury, but you can still be able to have testicles. You can still be able to have sperm. So with that sperm now, it can be used now to fertilize the egg of your wife. So I think that might have been what he did. He might not have actually penetrated his wife directly because he might be having difficulty with erection because of that. But they can collect the sperm from him and then use it now to get IVF or whatever thing you call it. There are different ways that this can be done medically, but I'm just giving my own layman explanation. So I think it is possible that what he said is true. So nobody should actually attack that guy and be like he's telling lies. No. So going forward, so for those who are not able to do that, it might be that okay, they don't have access to the facilities. Because to be able to carry out these medical processes, a lot of money, a lot of expertise and professionals will be involved. And Ayefele, as you know it, I mean, he's been a successful musician for a long time. So money is not an issue. If he needs to go to Canada to do it, he can afford it. If he needs to go to the US, he can afford it. But some other people that have had spinal cord injuries, and they were told they can't have babies, and they left it at that. It might just have been a case of they don't have enough money to go and seek for further medical treatment. Because like it has been said now, and it makes sense, because yeah, with the spinal cord injury, you might not be able to have erection, good, but your testicles can still produce sperm. And if it can produce sperm, then that sperm can be extracted and then used to impregnate your wife. So, and luckily for him, after the impregnation, then the wife gave back to triplets. So there's no need to start worrying about having other kids. You already have 3 kids. What else are you looking for? So it's a good thing for him, and of course, good luck, congratulations to him, and things like that. So anyone that is doubting it, I don't think you should doubt it, unless there are other things, other reasons that will make you to think, oh, this guy is actually telling lies. They're good and fine. Maybe you should make it known. Let us know. Post it online. Let's see. Aside from that, I don't think anyone should doubt him. He has 3 kids. They are his kids. That's what he said. He believes it, and that was it. We are not there when everything happened, but at least from the research that you have seen now, from the little talk I've posted now, you can see that it is possible. This is from top site and top medical professions that say, okay, this is possible. Only thing is that you need professionals, you need money. So if you don't have money, then there is no way for you. Then you can only assume that your own is done. But if you have money, you can seek for that medical attention, and then you get it, and you realize that a lot of things are possible. It's just that you don't have the money. So that is it about that. Check him out online. Of course, he's an amazing singer. He's someone that is actually very resilient. He has not allowed his condition to stop him from achieving his dreams in his musical career. He has continued to pursue his musical career, done a lot of things, and he's known worldwide. So kudos to him, and thank you.